And welcome back to Lanticore videos. Today's Lanticore video comes to us from Antonio Espeto, who asked the question, what Lanticore do I think family Dominic Toretto belongs in? He belongs in the family core, you know? I'm sounding more like Stallone. It's all about family. I actually can't do it. Vin Diesel's got a uniquely deep voice that's not that easy to imitate, unless you already got a decent baritone. So Dom is a very odd character to kind of pin down in some ways, because he's kind of run the gamut of all of these to some degree. Let's get white and black out of the way. He's not either of those. Yes, he's killed people. I'm pretty sure he's killed people. And yes, he's a living being who has fathered a child. But that doesn't necessarily qualify you for life, because otherwise anyone would be a White Lantern. Any dad would be a White Lantern. Any dad who is as long as you have offspring, be it biological or adopted, you're nurturing life, so that still counts. But any parent would be a White Lantern to some degree, so that doesn't work. And you need to either be dead, have died, or need to just be the embodiment of death, and Dom's not that. So that's those out of the way. So where do we kind of fall into this category? Well, I'm going to work backwards on the chart here. And basically, we went with white and black. Let's talk about blue real quick. Dom, his friends and family have faith in Dom, but that doesn't really equate to him being a Blue Lantern. Like, the amount of faith and hope they probably place in him is not enough to be it's not enough for him to be a Blue Lantern. And he doesn't really carry the type of faith or hope that would really do that as well, despite the cross he wears. Avarice is a very nebulous thing. It's one of those Lantern cores where you need to have a certain level of greed just to qualify for it. You need to be basically the greediest person around the ring. When Larfleet's got the Orange Lantern ring, he had to fight to the death the buddy he was with to get to it. Hence, his greed was stronger. And then it amplifies your greed like God knows how many times, just because to be as powerful, you need to be the sole Orange Lantern. The greediest Lantern would only have one ring. Dom always has a means to an end. Dom just loves freedom. And yeah, he'll do what he can to get that freedom. He loves his freedom and his family. That's it. Freedom and family. And yeah, he doesn't really want for much. So I couldn't really put him in an Orange Lantern ring. Now, that being said, let's get to one that I think is an obvious one he can qualify for. Let's talk about a few that he can't qualify for, or at least one. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Green, I think, is obvious. The dude's will is insane, going through 9 movies now and doing some of the most ridiculous, outlandish shit imaginable. But, besides having great willpower, the real qualification that we've heard that the Green Ring looks for is you have the ability to overcome great fear. Dom has had to face that. He's had to face the death of Letty. He's had to face his son being kidnapped and the mother of his child being, killed all along his life. He's had to, face multiple times his family's life on the line. Family and friends. So, Dom meets that requirement to be a Green Lantern. So let's move on to another one then that I don't think he qualifies for. Compassion. And it's not because he doesn't have compassion. It's actually because he does. It's just not his dominant trait. It's not Dom's dominant trait. No, I don't think he could, simply on the grounds that, yeah, he is unfortunately not someone who he's not a humanitarian. He's not, he doesn't donate or anything like that. You see bits and pieces of it all over the place. In the was it the 6th film where Charlize Theron got introduced? Fast 9, Fast 7. No, it was Fast. Was it Fast 9 or Fast 7? No, or stop in Fast 9. Fast 6 or Fast 7? It was Fast 7. If I'm not no, it was Fast. It was Fast 8. The last one with Paul Walker, if I'm not mistaken. No, it wasn't that 7? Wasn't that 7? No, I think that was 8. I think it was 8. Yeah, okay, no, yeah. Paul Walker wasn't introduced then. No, I don't think so. Or was taken out by then. God, they're all blending together. I only didn't really start getting back into the series around when the Jason Statham one, one with him in it. Either way, I digress. So yeah, but he shows compassion when he's in that street race. Like the guy he beats in the race, that's a little compassion. Your respect's enough. Keep your car. That's compassion right there. So Dom certainly has it, but it's not his dominant trait. Then we move on to love, and this is one that you could make the argument for. Star Sapphire, look, he loves his family. He loves his friends. Friends are his family. He loves his son. He loves Letty. He's a man who's capable of, and he's motivated greatly by said love to many degrees. So, while it's definitely arguable, maybe he couldn't because how love works for that core is, a little debatable. I do think it's got to be up on the list of contenders. The last one on the list, I had to bounce back and forth with, in my opinion. Was he closer to a fear, or was he closer to rage? Because we've certainly seen this guy angry and basically, driven by anger and revenge before in many of these movies. At least within the fourth one, I remember that was like his driving goal. Pun intended. Well, it wasn't intended, but it is now. But that's not who he is normally. Is the thing. It would have to be. It would depend on what movie you're catching him at. Like when he's gonna fight Jason Statham. You think this is a street fight? Goddamn right, it's a street fight. Like that's him angry. Yeah, he's motivated by anger and revenge at that point. Like I said in 4, where he's getting revenge for Letty. That's rage. But that's the problem. There is that is only within certain movies, not within the series. Generally, within the series, rage is not something that motivates him or is driving him. So fear, I think, has got to be the other one we could go with. And the reason for that is, while people aren't theoretically, he's just like he walks down the street, people are like, it's Dominic Toretto. It's like, no, there's a reason he was on the 10 most wanted list. There's a reason when he went rogue, they were scared, not just for him, but of him. Because Dominic Toretto is apparently the most dangerous man on the planet, according to these movies. Because, yeah, a street kid from the grease monkey from the streets racer has turned into like a master hand-to-hand fighter, weapons master, all that. Like, yeah, the movie series got so freaking dumb. And I'm not like a staunch defender of the series for just like, it's dumb fun. It's like, yeah, there's fun and there's dumb fun, and then there's just dumb. The last movie was just dumb and bad. Like there's the disbelief factor you can only suspend so long. But anyway, so yeah, Dom though clearly in his world is a scary dude, and he scares people, and he's feared for a reason. So I do think fear would have to be at least a contender as well. Ultimately, between fear, love, and will, which I don't understand how will's an emotion, but whatever. That's the one thing I've never understood about that, knowing that's the emotional spectrum. I'm like, how is willpower an emotion? Anyway, between will, love, and fear, which one of these three is the most likely? Well, I think all these have a chance. Right out of the gate, I'm going to 86 fear. And I think that's because Dominic Toretto may inspire fear in some people. Even like Cypher, who is like an enemy of, like a straight-up enemy of his. She's not necessarily scared of Dom. She hates Dom. She wants to kill Dom. But she's not really afraid of Dom. That can be said for like anyone, really. Like Dominic Toretto, all that. Jason Statham, The Rock. Like none of them are really scared. All the people he like goes toe-to-toe with aren't really scared of Dom. It's like the reason I put fear on the list is because he was rated as one of the most dangerous guys on the planet. And I believe it was in the 7th movie. No, it was in the 8th movie. That's where he went rogue. Because that's the one where it has the stupid where he's out racing the submarine. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to take fear as the bronze place. Silver goes to, in my opinion, it's going to be Sapphire. While love certainly motivates him, ultimately, when you break it down, I think Will, just by what we see in the movie, adds up more effectively. He's had to overcome a lot more fear, and he's got amazing willpower to boot. Whereas with Love, yeah, you can assume it's what motivates him a lot, but I think what we see him go through, especially as a normal human being, I think pushes him over the edge for the willpower category. But I think Love is actually a very firm second place. I think Love is actually a very solid core for him, surprisingly. You don't get too many male members of the Star Sapphires either. So I think I think that'd be cool to have him as part of that. But I think Will is his predominant core. But that is just my opinion. What do you think in the comments below? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Till then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks for the next one. Have a good day, folks.